David Spunt, good to have you with us. Here now, Andy Puzder, author of The Capitalist Comeback and former CEO of CKE Restaurants. Good to see you again tonight, Andy. Thank you for being here. So what does her plan look like to you? Obviously, you're a big fan of capitalism, and she is a big fan of government sort of taking off the burden from people, which she has made very clear. What do you think the economic impact of that would be?
I think her policies are surreptitious socialism, and socialism doesn't work whether it's overt or surreptitious. Look, she's going to reduce the incentives for work, for investment, and for growth, and then she's going to discourage innovation and risk-taking. If you liked the slow growth, no growth economy of Obama and you don't like the economic surge we're experiencing under Trump, you should support Elizabeth Warren. I mean, her policies would take everything that's been achieved in the last 2 years and reverse it. So we'll be back to as bad a place as we were in coming into the Trump presidency or worse.
She definitely wants to tax the rich a lot more, raise corporate taxes. Is there an economic impact from that, though, that would affect, people in the lower income brackets who probably look at that and say, sure, they should pay more?
Well, let's take a look just for 1 minute at a number. And Elizabeth Warren loves to think she understands the numbers, but I think they confuse her. If you look at fiscal year 2017, tax receipts through the first 7 months, so that's through April, and that's the last year before the tax cut, so you had higher taxes. Taxes for this fiscal year through April are 6% higher. We significantly reduced taxes. Businesses went out and invested. We have more people working than have ever worked in the history of the country. We keep hitting historic highs on job openings on top of the number of people that are hired. People are making more money, 3% wage growth for 10 months, and they're taking home more of what they earn because of the tax cuts. So you've got incredible economic growth. The benefits are going to low-wage workers. What she wants to do would take those benefits away from low-wage workers. It would bring everybody down, not just the rich. It would bring everybody down and send us back to a stagnant economy where people were wondering where the next job was going to come from or how they were going to do better than their parents.
She's definitely resonating more with voters. We're seeing an increase in her polls. She always has a policy plan for the things that she talks about, which I think is helping her to get some traction here as well. Just switching gears for a moment. Some headlines.
If she keeps getting traction, I'm going to make a contribution. I think she'd be a great candidate to run against.
Run against President Trump.
I'm ready to write a check.
Give me just one quick thought on this here, because I'm just watching. I'm hearing all of these buzzing headlines that are coming into my computer, and a lot of them are on Mexico. And the foreign minister, Ebrard, is now saying that the deployment of National Guard will begin on Mexico's southern border with Guatemala down in the Chiapas region. That's going to begin on Wednesday, so he's confirming that. He's also adding towns to the list of towns that will be accepting asylum seekers. How do you think this deal is coming together? Because this morning I woke up to a lot of skepticism, people saying there's not even a signed agreement. This will never happen.
Look, those are the anti-Trump people. Don't listen to them. He cut a very good deal. He used the only tool he had to get a good deal. He cut a very good deal. The Mexicans want to go forward with this. The Americans want to go forward with this. This will be fine. He'll never get credit for it, just like they won't give him credit for the economy.
Well,
he won't get credit for it, but it's great.
You got 132,000 people crossing, 100,000 people crossing. So the proof is going to be in the numbers here. If those numbers start to drop substantially, we will know that there is a difference happening at the border. Andy, thank you. Always good to see you. Thanks for being here tonight. You bet. So President Trump's motorcade has arrived on the scene in Des Moines, where he will speak at a dinner for the Republican.